And indeed they are officially under starter's orders now. White flags are raised. Looking forward very calmly. That's all afternoon. And away they go. It makes sense jogging off in front of, you know what I mean, as they go towards the first of these 18 fences. It makes sense from, you know what I mean, and then the grey Mr. Roll, as they go to jump it, you know what I mean, jump violently out to the left. And they already have to get a vigorous reminder or two from Harry Bannister. So it makes sense goes on then, as they make the climb for the first time up to fence number 2. So you know what I mean, then Mr. Roll, followed by Hastenwell, as they come to jump this second fence, which again, you know what I mean, was not very fluent at. He has had plenty of problems in the past. We're surprised to see that he was ahead of the market, but they have all managed to get over the first two safely. Milkshake UPS out the back is hidden by Moonstream for a moment, as they make the downhill run for the first time. So you know what I mean, has been bustled back up to dispute the lead with It Makes Sense as they run into the ditch, or even make that the ditch, and they come back then to the third. All bar one of these have 2 pieces of it, may possibly tell its own story. And Hastenwell, the one who doesn't have any 2 pieces, didn't get very high at all. So on they come down to what will be the last after 2 more circuits. It Makes Sense in front at the moment, and you know what I mean, in second place, who is waking up a bit. Milkshake also doesn't have 8 gears, but again that one didn't get very high. So coming past the judge the first time, It Makes Sense leads from, you know what I mean, then Milkshake, making it very nearly a line of 3, although Milkshake will be widest on the bend. And then we have Rob Jarrett well placed and Mr. Rolfe on the inside of Hastenwell in 4th place. Mr. Rolfe, Hastenwell and James Ridley are 5, and the back marker is Tom David on Moonstream. So around they go into the back straight. Two fences come up pretty quickly here, the third of which is the open ditch, coming on to fence number 5. It Makes Sense, Toby Bettenbow then by a couple of lengths from, you know what I mean, Milkshake being pushed up on the outside to try and dispute second, and Mr. Rolfe and Hastenwell 4th and 5, and Moonstream is the back marker. That very short run then to fence 6. All got over it. Moonstream didn't get very high. Running on now to the ditch for the first time. This is fence number 7. And Milkshake had have taken off just in front of It Makes Sense there. So Milkshake going along quite well here for Francesco Hickman, one trained by Philip York, as they complete the first circuit. Going back past the point from which they started, on to jump the next. And Milkshake definite leader this time from It Makes Sense, as they now begin to turn right-handed once more and run up the hill. Hastenwell was probably just third ahead of, you know what I mean, who's definitely not giving his rider an almighty amount of help. And Mr. Rolfe, he seems to be slipping back, and is now to that level with Moonstream in rear. But It Makes Sense at the moment is looking comparatively straightforward and going on well for Toby Bettenbow. For a second winner of the weekend, and leads down the hill from Milkshake. And then Hastenwell has gone on quite nicely now, a 5-year-old into third for James Ridley as they go down into that dip once more. As we come back into clear view, coming on to fence number 10. And there they are with Milkshake with the white face, and It Makes Sense with the white cheek pieces. Milkshake again dives a bit at it, but again they are all still standing. Now the grey is being ridden along with Mr. Rolfe to try and get a bit more competitive as they come on to what will be the last after another circuit. It Makes Sense definitely back in front there from Milkshake in second, right, just having a look round. And now we've got Mr. Rolfe just third ahead of Hastenwell and Moonstream, not much between those two, and the early leader, and possibly the market leader, you know what I mean, is now last, and pushing the tail a bit as well. So around we go then towards the next, going on towards fence number 12. It Makes Sense. Made just about every yard for Toby Bettenbow, goes on by a couple. From Milkshake in second place, Mr. Rolfe being booted along, so too Hastenwell, you know what I mean. Quite a few of these making their riders work very hard. But they are all still going. They go on now towards fence number 13. It Makes Sense, Milkshake, Mr. Rolfe, Moonstream up now, and in fact that goes further ahead of Mr. Rolfe. who's also not giving his rider a huge amount of help. And then we've got Hastenwell, you know what I mean, at the back, and Milkshake, a good jump, saving ground because he went left-handed. Hastenwell got very low at that, and I think that he's had enough. So on they go then towards the next. So racing on then towards this one, Triangle, a long way to go, and as they go and jump it, it's Milkshake from Moonstream. Then it makes sense, and Mr. Rolf, and you know what I mean, the last three getting plenty of encouragement from their riders, and so Moonstream and Milkshake look to be going rather better as they go up now towards fence number 16. Moonstream, the first of the David Grace runners today, in front for Tom David. At that dive, added a bit from Milkshake second. He looks very tired. Well, they all look very tired. In third place, the Grays, who's booted for every yard now by Rob Jarrett, hardly raising a canter. You know what I mean, fourth, and it makes sense, he's just stopping. So running on downhill, Moonstream has gone clear from these. Still has to come back up out of the dip and then jump two more fences. Some pretty tired horses in this 4, 5, 6 and 7-year-olds open maiden race. And he's taken a bit of time to come back into sight, Moonstream. But his rider certainly sitting more quietly than the others, jumping the second last. Must be still 8-10 next there from Milkshake, who rather flopped over it, but has run well for Francesca Hickman. Then in third place under heavy pressure comes Mr. Rolf, and then you know what I mean. Confirmed it makes sense to pull up. Over the last, here's Moonstream, Tom David then, coming up towards the line, well out in front. First of the runners for David Brace this afternoon, comes home clear from Mr. Rolf, and then Milkshake just about cantering fast enough to hold off, you know what I mean, at the line.